And what's up, guys? It's Jesse here, and today we are learning about the engine and the transmission, skill level 11. But first, let's go back. We just did the first 10 skill levels, which is basically PPE, tools, and then a slight overview. It's just basic stuff that we'll be using once we start working on this car. And the next 10 levels is pretty much just an overview of parts that make the car work, right? Kind of like the engine, transmission, suspension, things of that nature, the electrical system. So, yeah, let's get started. So, skill level 11, the engine and transmission. Now, we're going to use this engine. Again, this car is for us to learn on. So we're using this engine and transmission to learn on. This engine is a B20B Honda engine, basically a 2.0 non-VTEC. If you're familiar with Honda, you know all about VTEC. And this is a 5-speed transmission, manual transmission, which means you have a clutch and a gear shifter. All right, so let's break the engine down real quick. So this is a combustion engine, which means fuel enters into the chamber with sparking air, causes an explosion, and propels the car, right? Well, it turns the motor and the transmission, the power goes into the transmission and it propels the car. Basically how it works. So let's break the engine down one more time. The engine itself is a head and a block. So the head has the camshaft and valves, and the block has the pistons, rods, and crankshaft. And then mated to the engine, you have the intake manifold and the exhaust manifold. So the way it works is air comes in, goes into the motor, and comes out. The combustion engine, let's break that down one more time. So a combustion engine, the car has a fuel cell. When you pump gas, you put gas in your fuel cell, and then a fuel pump pumps it to your fuel filter. Your fuel filter then cleans it. It goes into your fuel injectors right here, and the fuel injectors spray it into the chamber. Now once in the chamber, you got air coming in pushing, and you got the distributor sending spark to your spark plugs. You have your distributor, your spark plug wires, and your spark plugs. Now once that fuel, spark, and air mixes inside, it causes an explosion, which escapes through here, your exhaust manifold, and that explosion pushes your pistons. It moves them, and it makes the crankshaft turn. And as the crankshaft turns, it goes into your transmission. So your transmission takes that, and as you change the gears, it transfers it to your axles. Let's get a view of the axles. There's an axle right there. And that axle spins and turns the wheels. So you're sucking air, you got fuel going in with the air, and it's mixing with the spark, causing an explosion, and going out the exhaust. Pretty simple stuff, right? And that's pretty much the basics. So when we troubleshoot, we should always troubleshoot through spark, fuel, and air. That should help us greatly, right? All right, so the way you crank your car is a good healthy battery to your starter. On this car, you can see the starter. There's the starter right there. And then to keep your engine cool, you have your radiator. and here's your hose, and then there's a return hose where the water passes through the motor and comes back into the radiator to cool off. And over here you have your alternator, which charges your battery to keep your battery going so your engine will stay running. And then you have belts. These belts right here drive your AC and your alternator. So it spins your alternator and makes it charge, right? As you notice, this car does not have a power steering pump because it did not come factory with power steering. It is a manual rack. God bless it. And it drives awesome. I absolutely love it. So to mount all this inside your car, you need motor mounts. So here's the car's motor mounts. These are aftermarket max speeding rod motor mounts to make this engine work in this car. If you do not follow this channel, this engine, I swapped this engine into the car. It is what they call a B swap in the Honda community. This car comes with a D series, which was a single cam 1.6 motor, and it was it's a very good economy motor. So I upgraded to this 2.0 motor, which produces significantly more power, so the car moves a little faster than it did before. So anyways, guys, I believe that's everything. I hope I didn't leave anything out, but that's just general engine and transmission. I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Oh, that car's really loud. Hit that bell for notifications. I'm also on TikTok. I'll see you guys next video.